welcome to another episode of Disqualified. I am Trevin, joined by our predictions champion Caleb.
Hola!
And our cameraman and producer Zach is behind the camera.
Alright, we'll just get into the technical difficulties first
Yeah.
before the news. Alright, so, why isn't the Survivor Series video out yet? Well,
We lost the device that had the footage.
yeah,
It got misplaced somehow, so that happened.
yeah, but as a result of Survivor Series and our predictions, Trevin is your new main roster predictions champion. So that means if I pass deadline and I still have my title this weekend, it will be head to head.
Yep, title for title at the Cena's final
Holy
show.
shit.
What?
Why did I say 3 like that? 3 weeks in a row of PLEs.
Yo,
I thought Mania was our busy season.
Cena's retiring. It'll cool down after this.
Oh,
but-
no, trust me, I know it's gonna. Because then we have
Yeah.
to look forward to another Saturday night's main event. What happened to those being.
Quarterly.
Yeah. I don't think. Hey, I'm no expert on time. But I don't think there's 2 quarters in the span of 2 months.
Yeah. But anyways, in other news, we'll go from what some of you might have seen to bad to some good news to everyone's going to see this as bad news. For the good news, TNA Impact is moving.
Wait. Let's give them the bad news, then we'll end on the good news. Then we'll get into the distraction from the bad news. So,
Okay.
it was announced today that Larry, CM Punk's dog, has passed. Him and AJ have had the dog for 10 years.
Yep.
Very recently at Survivor Series, he came out with a jacket saying Larry's dad.
Yep.
Larry meant a lot to him. He got Larry from a shelter, and it's a big day.
Yeah.
It's a sad day.
As someone who has had a lot of dogs in their life, and with how much social media presence CM Punk gave Larry, I could tell that that man loved that dog, and it is like even the post he sent out announcing his death to the general public, it's a heavy heart he's announcing this with.
While I have never had a dog, I've had plenty of cats in my life, and yeah, it's the same feeling when they pass. So,
Yeah.
hearts and thoughts and prayers go out to Punk and AJ Lee in this time.
Yep.
But as he was saying before, let's get into some lighter news, some better news.
Yep, TNA Impact is switching cable networks from Access to TV, which probably none of y'all had, to AMC Network.
So the logistics behind this, apparently they are getting access to double the amount of homes they've had, going from 8 million to 16 million homes. I'll actually be able to watch TNA now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. They're also going to do a couple taped shows in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which if you know anything about AMC, you know Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul was there. That's the setting for those shows if you don't know. So yeah, there's going to be I'm assuming a whole new look and
Yeah.
presentation.
This did also bring up some logistical questions about their partnership with WWE and if it will affect it. They did announce that they are retwiddling the deal and contract between the partnership to better logisticize the network change.
And as of January 15th, when they go live for the first time, it will start taking place on Thursday. It will be Thursday Night Impact.
Yep.
So, with that out of the way, let's get into this episode of Monday Night Raw.
The main attraction.
Yeah, the main attraction, and we start with the main attraction. It is Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. They walk out dressed for combat, and we're like, ooh, who the fuck you fighting? Right now? Opening match?
Yeah, and you can see on them that they got beat up during War Games.
Yeah, so Rhea, from what I can recall, her right knee was taped, her right elbow was taped, and Io had rock tape on her left shoulder.
Yep, along with medical wrap along the forearm.
Yeah, so hey, it is as simple as just putting bandages on people to sell, hey, this was a brutal fight.
Yup.
I think that's what they should do more because I'm tired of people getting through these grueling ass fights. Like Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman. I guess it's not that good because Jacob Fatu's thing was like, I'm just going to brush off the damage. But like, how are you going to go from that fight and just be like, okay, I'm fine? Brother, you guys fought all around the arena.
Yeah. Like, literally, you were in the second tier of the audience for some of the match.
Like with what they were doing with Damian Priest when Zelina Vega said, you melted off half your face. Okay, calm down. It was a discount Zuko scar at best. But yeah, it's like that. You sell it. You sell it.
Yep.
You make it.
I
like
mean,
a continued
in that
thing.
feud, Aleister Black has been selling that eye shot for a decade.
Rey Mysterio gave up on him missing an eye in WWE canon. I don't even know if they want to consider that canon. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
He lost his eye to Seth Rollins at the worst color scheme for a pay-per-view. Purple and neon green for Extreme Rules. Oh boy, it looked so bad.
Yeah, and
I think that was the year they also called it the horror show at Extreme Rules, which is
yeah.
what a title.
But the reason why everyone's favorite lesbian couple in wrestling is out here is that they'd like to stake their claim for the women's tag titles.
First of all, Tony and Mina would like to have a conversation over in AEW, but continue.
Yes, they have personal scores to settle with Asuka and Kyrie, and they're like, look, we just beat you in War Games. Why not put those titles on the line? And they get interrupted.
All hail the queen.
Yeah.
Bow down to the queen.
Yep. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss come out not dressed for combat.
And I'm like, but so who the fuck are you facing? And it just gets announced that they are facing the interruptees
Yes.
in the main event. So it will be Rio taking on what they call them, Charlexa.
Sure.
This is what people are calling them.
I don't know if they have a ship name technically.
I think it's Charlexa.
Yeah.
But the whole reason why they're out there is we never got our rematch.
Yeah, it's like we lost the titles and immediately got plunged into War Games.
Wasn't this established years ago that there is no more automatic rematch clause in these contracts? So why do these people think they just get a rematch? Unless it is stated in your contract. From what I can remember in WWE canon, that has not been a thing since 2019.
Look, I can't tell you. But yeah, that is announced as our main event. But now our opening contest is a semi-finals match for the Last Time Is Now tournament.
So, both of these matches tonight was not looking forward to. And both of these matches tonight delivered something that is memorable, and I will give them that. The first match is the semifinals?
Yes.
Semifinals. It is Jey Uso, Yeet Man, taking on LA Knight. Yeah, man. So this match,
I wasn't looking forward to it either, I ain't gonna lie.
interesting. It was good. And then shit started to hit the fan in terms of the worst. All right. Jey Uso delivers one of his best spears. And it looks good because, the momentum carries him through it. He goes through his opponent, which you should if you're doing a spear. The goal. Then football tackle. You don't just tackle to okay, I'm going to stop. No, I'm tackling to fucking put you into the ground. That is the goal.
And I comment on it, it's like, it's like his spears aren't the worst. He just over rotates his body. His legs flail so his body turns with the momentum instead of just going straight.
And the best way I can describe the second spear is playing Gang Beasts. When you run and you just ragdoll at your opponent and you hope it knocks them down.
Whee!
Because he literally does not duck for the spear. I don't know if Knight was early or if Jay was late. But he just runs into him. Hits the splash.
1, 2, kick out. Keeps turning into a makeshift crucifix. 1, 2, 3.
LA Knight goes on to the finals, which I am happy about. Another really cool thing that happened. LA Knight, once again, you get props. Motherfucker hit a burning hammer, and it popped to me hard. I was like, oh, burning hammer! I said, you're gonna let Jay Uso of all fucking people kick out of a burning hammer? What the fuck is wrong with this company?
Yes. But Jay goes from kicking out of things to kicking things.
That was a good one. You also had a better segue of he went from kicking out to crashing out because that is what he does. He starts tearing apart the Prime Hydration Station.
What did it do to you?
The stairs. And like, look, I'm all for destroying the Prime Hydration Station, but what did it do to you? It's not its fault you lost.
Yeah. He kicks the announce table and smacks it a little bit, and then he eventually heads on back, pissed off.
And we will see him later on in the evening. Now, it is time for the Judgment Day Town Hall. So, Judgment Day comes out. Dominic Mysterio, your double champion, your Intercontinental Champion, and your AAA Mega Campeone, with Finn Balor, JD McDonough, Raquel Rodriguez, and Roxanne Perez. And you're looking like,
Did someone just return?
there's supposed to be another person here.
Yep, and Dom announces her. I forget all he says about her, actually.
His love, he said mi amor. I know the word he says, but I can't fucking pronounce it.
Liv Morgan comes
Yeah,
out.
Liv Morgan comes out. Now she gets her own entrance, but I was like, okay, I figured that she'd get her own entrance.
And she's all happy that she's reunited with Dom, and then she's like, hey guys, I've missed you all, but while I've been gone, I've been hearing something.
Y'all some bitches. It smelled like bitch in here. Is what she basically says. She's like, y'all are weak now.
Yeah, it's like we have lost gold and not have been able to regain it, and it's like, well, guess what? I'm back, which means things are gonna change.
So, Trevin, we read into stuff all the time, but let's look at the blocking because we actually have, specific expertise in the area.
Yep.
Liv Morgan and Dom Mysterio were in front of the Judgment Day. And every time, this isn't blocking, but this is editing, when she started talking about how they were weak and they were unsure of their direction, it cut to Finn and Roxanne Perez.
Yup.
So, also, earlier when they showed everyone walking in, she just stared Finn down for like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
And then walked away.
Yeah. When they were at first entering the arena.
Yeah, so, and then I guess it's a thing now. Liv smacks the fuck out of Dom again.
Yeah, and then hug.
Mm-hmm.
And even Finn's face was like, why they freaky?
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable with the emotions we made in the studio today.
Yeah.
So, but man, yeah, they're weird now. They're kinky. Ooh, boy. Can't wait to see where this is going to go.
I don't got a good segue for this. It's time for some men's tag action.
We saw the murdering of two people's egos. Now it's time to watch the murder of a legitimate Hall of Famer. Because what the fuck did you do to Kofi Kingston? You monsters! You bastards! You fucking killed him!
Yeah, it is for the World Tag Team Championships between AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus the New Day, represented by Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. And yeah, we'll just cut right to the murder. It was a decent match, nothing high until
Styles is the legal man.
Yep.
He tags in Dragon Lee. He drapes Kofi over the top rope with his feet near the entrance ramp.
Yep, re-tag to AJ Legal Man.
No. So AJ tags the Dragon because you have 5 seconds to set this up. So he. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, no, he re-tags to make AJ the Legal Man.
So Dragon Lee double foot stomps. So when the impact happens, Kofi will bounce back into the ring. After that, he gets out of the way to run and do a suicide dive to Xavier Woods on the outside, while AJ catches Kofi off of the rebound into the Styles Clash for the 1, 2, 3.
New tag finisher unlocked.
2K, you have 4 months until the
the release.
3 months until the next game comes out. I need this tomorrow. I need this yesterday. I need this move. I need to do it to someone.
Brother, we saw that and we were like,
I saw that and I said, oh boy, Trevor's going to hate tag matches even more. Zach and I are going to hit him with it all the time. Brother, I'm going to make you hate this game next year. Trust me.
Yeah.
All right, next. Another town hall. It is the Vision this time, and we're supposed to learn the identity of this masked man.
where'd you hear that?
The fucking rundown for the show.
Where'd you hear that?
Yeah, wait, who told you? Who told me this? They lied right to my fucking face, because, brother, all we got was Braun Breaker's best fucking promo.
Yup.
That man sold a match that Punk will probably not be because of personal reasons. Probably not there until next Saturday. Right?
Yeah.
And he's starting to sell this match. So,
Because how we build up to this is that Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman, after Adam Pearce makes Rio versus Bliss and Flair official, they approach him and being like, look, unless you're here to talk about the Masked Man, I don't think we have business. And Paul Heyman's like, we know nothing about that Masked Man, but we do still have business because my client here pinned your heavyweight champion of the world.
yep.
So, if we could meet you in your office to discuss the consequences of said thing after you. And then we eventually get to this segment, the Vision, including Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, Big Bronson Reed, and Logan Paul are out there.
Anyone thought that he wasn't an official member up until this point, he now is.
Yep. So Paul Heyman then goes to thank everyone who was on Team Vision for War Games and shout out all they did. And then we get to Braun Breaker. And yeah, no, Caleb, you said it. He cuts the promo of his life.
Man, this is exactly what we need. We need him to be a Steiner. Let him be a Steiner.
Just crash out anytime he gets the mic.
Because he started calm and collected. And then as the promo went on, he just got more and more pissed off. He starts ripping off his jacket. And he said, you are not close to the badass that Braun Breaker is.
Yep. He calls out Seth Rollins being like, look, if it is Seth, I don't have a problem with him. I've laid him out before, and he's got problems at home deciding which is the bigger superstar between him and his wife.
He also said that Seth was an egomaniac at the top, keeping everyone down.
Yep. And then he moves on to CM Punk and announces that on the 1-year anniversary of Monday Night Raw on Netflix, January 5th, day 1, it will be Braun Breaker versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship.
And he goes on to say that same information 2 more times, which is good. You sold the match. You kept telling people this is when it's happening. This is who I'm facing. This is what's happening. Pay attention. Watch.
And he's like, and he's like, about a year at WrestleMania when you said,
hey kid, good match. Hope you can cut a promo with the big guys.
well,
He said, consider this promo cut. And he spikes the mic down.
yep,
And hey, I have to give him props.
Logan
Logan was there with the catch again.
Yep, and he just says one word.
He says, damn! And tosses the mic.
Yeah, no, I hate how I hate how I like this dynamic. Because they are changing and finding their place, as in a later segment, Rey Mysterio's getting interviewed about him having to run the Judgment Day Gauntlet before finally getting his hands on Dom. His next opponent is Finn next week.
Mm-hmm.
And then Logan Paul interrupts the interview being like, because Jackie brought up his shot at the IC, and he's like, look, I don't know who you think you are, old timer, but I'm 6'3", you're 3'6". If there's anyone who is getting a shot at that IC title, I think it's gonna be me.
Not saying that he's never lacked confidence, because he has a big ego, so he needs the confidence. But I feel like Logan Paul's confidence within the wrestling ring has been unlocked way more.
Yes.
I feel like he is way more comfortable.
Yes. So it looks like the dynamic is gonna change in the Vision. 2, Braun Breaker's gonna be the world title picture man. Logan Paul's going to be the mid-card picture man, and Masked Man plus Big Bronson Reed is going to be the tag team of the faction.
This would have been so much better if this all happened a year ago. And here's why. Imagine Vision v Judgment Day War Games.
Oh.
Dom, Finn, JD, and then they'd have to go out and get 2 more people. Maybe you can convince Damien to come back. Maybe for one match. And then you have to go get some, because they'd be the baby faces in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Vision is a heel group entirely.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way around it.
Yes.
Judgment Day,
Mixed bag.
mixed bag. I think you can turn them face. It all depends on how you really want to go with that route, though.
Mm-hmm.
But they do work better as a heel. But, man, War Games is better for faction v faction. I said it. Everyone said it. But, yeah, like, this would have been so much better for War Games this year. I mean, shit, War Games fucking sucked. Braun also does mention that in his promo that he's coming for every good memory that the WWE Universe has of him, because he tried to end his career at War Games because of that Doomsday device. And yeah, that he almost fucking broke his neck. I'm surprised he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
now we get the crash out continuing.
Yep. So I believe it was Kathy or Jackie.
Jackie.
Jackie approaches Jay, leaving the building, looking for an impromptu interview. And Jay's giving her the silent treatment. She's asking, like, look, how do you feel about the loss? How do you feel about the loss today?
I don't care about that.
How do you feel about the consequences of War Games?
I don't care about that.
What about what Braun Breaker just said about the World Heavyweight Championship?
Look, man, maybe what Roman said was true. Those titles look better on his shoulders than they do mine. And then he leaves.
Yeah.
Brother.
He does say he's got way too many voices in his head, then drops that line.
Yeah. Heel Jey Uso is going to happen.
Yeah.
It needs to happen, because they need to freshen up his character. It is just... And here's the issue. Here's their issue. They are reluctant to turn him heel. And the reason why is the crowd engagement.
Yep.
You're taking away the crowd engagement factor that everyone... Look, I don't like Jay. I don't like his current gimmick. I like him. I don't like his current gimmick. And I don't like his current work rate. When we went in Milwaukee, I was eating. Along with everyone else. It is an infectious thing.
Yep.
When the whole crowd is doing it, you don't want to be the one person that's like, no.
Yeah, no.
because I don't like him. No,
That-
fuck that. You're there for fun. Have fun.
Yeah.
Do it.
That is the thing. It's the classic example of internet is despising him, but once,
Once you're in that arena, you're gonna do it.
yep,
You're gonna do it.
it's infectious. It's like live crowds love him. Internet kind of hates him.
Yeah, and Trevin asked me before he went, he's like, are you gonna eat when we get there? I was like, yeah. I was like, what's the point in going if I'm not going to? I was like, I want to participate. That's
Yeah.
the whole point of this audience participation. But now you're going to lose that if you turn them heel, because who's going to yeet? Is it going to be Jimmy? Is Jimmy just going to get... Please don't, because Jimmy's actually good. And I don't want Jimmy reduced down to a gimmick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah. Now, Trevin, I want you to eat all the crow you have been spilling about Gunther these past few weeks. Because this motherfucker delivered another banger, but that is gimmick infringement.
Yes. Not only was this match of the night, but it was these two stars match of the year. It is the last semifinals match for the last time is now a tournament to determine who will face LA Knight in the finals to see who faces John Cena. It is the Ring General Gunther versus Solo Sikoa.
Now, you're probably wondering why I'm not like, hey, you should give Solo his props. Because I know Solo can be fucking good. I know Solo can be good. Deep down in there is a good wrestler. There is someone who is consistent every night. The thing is, he is carrying around fucking deadbeats right now, brother.
Yes, brother.
He is carrying around some fucking massive baggage.
The MFTs suck.
If you just let them do their own thing, you need to have a faction on the main roster that does not care and just attacks people. That needs to be them. Let them do their thing. And let Solo go back to being the fucking street king. Because, dude, Solo, it's not even, no one carried this match. It's not even that. They both stepped up to the plate and they said, we're going to hit home run. We're going to hit homers. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle.
Good old-fashioned house fight.
Solo runs through a fucking chop. He runs through a chop.
He no-sold a Gunther chop. Like, eventually, after he hit the shoulder tackle to counter, it's stunned later, and he's like, oh, wait. Right, I got chopped right there.
Yeah, but, dude, man, this was just amazing. They go, like, dude, strike for strike. Gunther is throwing the biggest lariats at Solo, and he's not dropping them. And
No.
I'm like, you're not going to drop him, dude.
No, his center of gravity is too good.
He picks Gunther up for a Samoan drop at one point. One armed, by the way, because his other arm was being targeted.
Yeah.
So he just picks him up and goes, all right, bitch. Bah!
Bah! Yes, no, this match is on Netflix. Go watch it.
Go watch it, dude. If there's one thing that I'm like, I don't want to cover it because it's just good. Just go watch this fucking match, man. It was amazing. Solo, right before we go into commercial break, he is getting his ass beat, and out of nowhere, hits a Samoan spike. And we go into commercial. What? That is not where you go to commercial. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck? What the fuck? Gunther gets tied up by Talatanga, and the ref sees it. And then this is where we get the fuck you finish. And I'm not going to say what the fuck you finish was. You just need to watch it. But Gunther does go over Solo in the end. It is going to be Gunther, LA Knight. LA Knight comes out to confront Gunther. And he says, like, look, we're going to face each other. And when we face each other, you're not going to hear this music. But best of luck to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, no.
This is a 5-star match.
Yes.
This is a 5-star match.
Brother, I don't know. If you were to told me that not only a Gunther match, but also a Solo match is in contender for match of the year, I would have been laughing at your face at the Netflix debut.
I looked at Trevin midway through this match and I said, are you not fucking entertained? They are putting on a fucking clinic.
I would have laughed at your face at the Netflix premiere, but I'm eating my words right now.
Brother, let Solo do his own thing. Let him actually, because he's gotten there with the character.
It's right in his name. Let him be a solo star again.
Yeah, he's got there with the character work. He is super confident in his promos. He knows what he's saying. His facial expressions are down. The way that he mocks people when he's listening to them is perfect for a heel. Let him do his own thing. Because he would be great. He was great in NXT. He was great when he got to the main roster. And then you've just saddled him with, you're going to be in a faction. You're going to be in another faction. You're going to be the leader of this faction. Just let him do his own thing. But now, it is our main event of the evening. It is a number 1 contenders match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. It is Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss taking on Rhea Ripley and Io Sky.
This cooked. You could tell they were sore from War Games, though.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Like, they were selling how brutal that match was, but also they were legit just exhausted and still a little bruised and battered.
Yeah, but, we don't get a decisive end.
Nope.
Because for the first time ever, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think a tag match has ever ended in a DQ on Raw. I'm obviously being sarcastic, happens all the fucking time.
Yep.
But this time, it was warranted because this is probably the best the women's tag team division has looked in this company's history.
Because how it ends in a DQ is that the actual factual champions, part of the losing team of War Games, the Kabuki Warriors, come out and start beating the brakes off of the 2 other participating teams. Now, this causes a, help coming out from none other than, we didn't cover this segment, but joining the tag circuit now, Bayley and Lyra Valkyria coming to make the save. Now, they do make the save, but all 4 teams are attacked by none other than the Judgment Day, including Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez, and Liv Morgan, who stand tall at the end of the night. But, Raquel grabs one of the tag titles, Roxanne grabs the other, makes eye contact with Liv, hands the title off to Liv, being like, you deserve gold more than I do. And Liv's like, no. This is your division. I got other things.
Yeah, she was eyeing Stephanie Vaquer earlier on in the night.
Yep.
Are we going to get a 5-team match?
I don't know, but I feel like
We're probably going to get the Fatal 4-Way before we get
they saw
tag match.
They saw that AEW has now implemented women's tag titles, and they're like, we actually got to think now.
Yeah. No, it was fucking perfect. Thank you, AEW. Fucking thank you, because you're making them use the division they've used the least.
Yep. Because 5 teams, and there's like 1 or 2 more on SmackDown.
Yeah, there's the Secret Service, who's down a member.
Yes.
But you can do Chelsea.
Yeah. BFAB Meechin, technically, and then Naya and Lash just formed a new team.
Naya and Lash, you can have them go in there.
Yep. And then all the NXT women's team, since it's an all 3 brand division.
How about this? And walk with me here. We go not this Saturday night's main event because it's too close. Next Saturday night's main event. So, a couple weeks before Rumble. 6-team ladder match. Number 1 contender. Rio, Charlexa, Fatal Influence, Judgment Day. We'll go Lash and Naya. And Zaruka.
If they're still together.
Oh, wait, no. I'm forgetting. Lyra and Bayley in place of Zaruka.
Yeah, daggone. Yeah, no, like this
You're doing something with this division, and it's great.
Yes. Now, I do have some gripes because of all the stars that are now in the women's tag division. I see the red flag of the women's mid-card division is about to suffer a little bit.
Not if they do what they should have done and brought people up to the main roster. JC Jane could have perfectly filled one of the mid-card title roles. You could have brought Solaruka up, and she would have fit one of those mid-card title roles perfectly. Zarya could have been brought up to the other brand.
Yes, it is looking at roof.
You still need Jordan Grace to do shit. You still need to book Julia properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of other people that need to get their shine. Tatum Paxley should go up at some point. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is it for this episode of Monday Night Raw. And that is it for this episode of Disqualified. Man, next Saturday will be Cena's last appearance.
Yup.
Saddening.
Yep.
But yeah, stay tuned. This Saturday, this title will be on the line for Deadline. We will be recording our predictions for that tomorrow, because we're probably going to learn the rest of the card tonight.
Yeah.
So,
Because we only have 3 matches confirmed.
yeah. So we will see you then. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell 3 times so you know the match is over. I am your NXT Predictions Champion, Caleb. That is our main roster predictions champion, Trevin. He is no longer beltless.
I'm no longer beltless. I have
You can hold it now.
Okay.
If you want to. And behind the camera, as always, is our cameraman and producer, beltless Zach. And
By 1 point.
by 1 point, and guess what? You're last in our tallies now.
Because we don't give Gordon points for not predicting.
We do it off the law
Hey.
of averages.
Hey, we can retweak the system. This is just the test run for the
Yeah.
system.
This is the alpha system.
Yeah, it will be refined going post-Mania.
Yeah.
But yeah, I already did the call to action.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you for your time. Peace.
Bye.